When I was young, I would always see shadows on people, following wherever their humans go. At first, I was curious of their existence, but no one else seems to notice them but me, so I kept it to myself. They didn't bother me anyway. I even had one, following me around while embracing its arms around me. The shadows would appear in either white or black, depending on the person. Most times I would see white ones on my friends and on myself, and I would see some black ones on some adults. But I really didn't know what the colors meant, and I could only speculate what they were as I grew up. I'm an adult now, and I see less and less of those shadows for some reason, and honestly, I'm glad. I guess my mind is just too busy to notice them. One night, I was walking back from work alone, and I accidentally walked into a guy on the sidewalk. I immediately apologized and looked up to see his face. But it wasn't his face that I took notice of. It was his shadow, or should I say, shadows. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 black shadows, and an abnormally huge red one in the middle. I was perplexed to what I was seeing. Multiple shadows, and a red one. Huh. Never seen that one before. The man snapped me out of it when he replied, "It's okay." His eyes were sunken, his hair all messy. He looked like he was dead on the inside. But then, I think he noticed that I was able to see the things with him, and he muttered the words, "I'm so sorry," and proceeds to take out a pocket knife, which scared me, but then he cuts himself. I was so confused. As his blood dribbled down to the ground, he then talked in some kind of language that I don't recognize. He then proceeded to walk away like nothing happened. And what I saw next shocked me to my very core. The red shadow tilted its head, as if it knew that I could see it. I immediately turned around and head home and acted like I didn't see anything. But not even 5 steps away, I was frozen. I couldn't move my body. I couldn't scream, not even a whimper. Even my eyes won't move, and I felt something gripping tightly on my shoulders and an aggressive pull from behind. As it happened, I saw my body collapse right in front of me. I thought to myself, what the hell is happening? Why is my body on the ground right in front of me? But I noticed I could move again. And as I looked up, I saw the red shadow looking down on me. It was faceless, like the rest of the shadows, but I knew it was looking straight into my eyes, and as I tried to free myself from it, I heard a crackling sound like wood breaking in the fire. And I saw on his face a grin. It grew a mouth with sharp teeth that looked like charcoal and formed a grin. It was already menacing as it was, but it started to let out an inhumane sound. It laughed, but its laughter sounded like a broken engine. I could only close my eyes in fear, and only God knows what's going to happen to me. I waited and waited, and the very next thing I saw when I opened my eyes confused me. I was in a hospital. Apparently, some concerned citizens took me there when they saw me collapse on the sidewalk. But I had so many questions still. What was that red shadow? How and why was it separated from the man? Last time I checked, they never leave their host. Why did that man have multiple shadows? And what was he muttering in another language? How was it able to touch me and somehow separate my soul from my body? Was I basically dead at that time? I tried getting up to get some water, but I was stopped with a sharp stinging sensation. I pulled my shirt away to check my body, and there was some redness around my shoulders. At a closer look, they were finger marks. Huge burned finger marks on my shoulders. I was freaking out. But that's the least of my concerns. Where is it now? Did it follow me? It was the only shadow that took notice of me all these years and actually did something. To the point it was able to harm me, physically. I needed to calm down. I went to the bathroom to wash my face, and as I looked into the mirror, I froze. As I saw my very own white shadow being consumed by the red shadow. As soon as it was done, it grabbed me by my shoulders again. I was frozen in fear as my new shadow grinned.